Alright, today we're going to be trying the dual stage electric blower on the SNOW PLOW SLUDGE. It is pretty dry. It's been very cold here, but it's always firmer because there's always some melting, and then there's ice and it gets compacted when the plows just push it over, so it's always a difficult spot. So we're going to see how my fave snowblower can handle it. Alright, we got all three batteries. These are the 8 amp hour 60 volt ones. They are room temperature. They've been charged all week. So we'll put them in the slot. So mid-level project assessment. So it's doing pretty well, grinding through the top. I do have to kind of take a layer off the top first and then go to the bottom, which is not uncommon for any of these snow blowers. But the tines are not having any trouble getting grinding through the icy stuff. Again, this is not the heaviest, but there is some ice in here and it's grinding that up. The curb is right here. I can go all the way up against the curb so far, and my tines, the structure itself prevents me from getting too close and letting the tines get damaged or something. I am getting some scrapes on the edge of here, but I don't know, I guess I'll have to coat those to make sure they don't rust or something, but you know, there's really no way to avoid some bumps against curbs and scrapes and stuff. Alright, I was able to finish, and let's see how much battery life we have left. Okay, so we still have some. So I've been doing this for about 35 minutes of run time. I still got 1 bar of battery left, and I was able to do pretty much all of this area. Let's walk it really quick. So we've got a regular height curb, and then maybe 2 feet of snowplow stuff. I was able to mostly control the expelling, so it didn't go too much onto the sidewalk. I did do a little bit of cleanup there, but it was pretty easy to control. And I did have the auger, in terms of power setting, I had it on full power most of the time. Probably didn't need it the whole time, but it was just easier, and it just grinds up and creates less resistance for the wheels to turn and push the thing if it was on full power. So I had that on full power, and most of the time I had the drive speed on low, except towards the end where it wasn't going too hard and I could do it faster, just kind of as a cleanup scrape. Now, the one thing that I would like is better traction. These do have really good thick lugs. Actually, traction is okay because of the tire tread and stuff, but the problem is this, both wheels are powered, but it's an open differential, which that means that whichever wheel has the least resistance gets the power. So when this one needs more power, because it's getting a little bit stuck, then the power actually ends up shifting to the one with less, which ends up spinning. And when this starts to get traction, then this one starts spinning, and they don't spin together. So it would be great to have a machine that can lock these two wheels and just power, even slower than it is now. Like a very slow crawl would be great, especially for these areas. So the other option is some of them now have track wheels, like mat track Caterpillar type wheels, and those would lose traction much less easily, and so it wouldn't quite matter which wheel is powering so much, because you'd always have one that's getting some forward motion. But yeah, so that was a little bit of a surprise to me that it was open differential, and that would really help, because otherwise I'm using this to put weight on the wheel that's spinning, and like trying not to get this to lift, you know, to lift up too much from the snow. And it would just be nice to have it to like just like a Zamboni machine or something like that. Again, I am using the 3 batteries. That makes a huge difference for longevity, especially if you have a decent amount of work to do. When you buy the package, the battery package standard, it comes with a dual charger with 2 batteries. I happen to have extra batteries because I have a ride-on mower that uses these batteries as well. But I do highly recommend using 3. But I am still happy with the machine. I still continue to have some issues getting it to start at the very first. Like when it's cold and I put the batteries in at first, it almost like doesn't accept the power or something, and I still don't know. I have to ask Greenworks. I'm not sure what's up with that. But in terms of performance, this thing is doing great. I'm really happy about how it took care of this. I needed to do that today because it's going to warm up next week. It's really cold this weekend. It was 5 degrees yesterday. I wanted to do that section while it was cold. It still had some ice. It might be even heavier once it starts to melt, so maybe I'll have to try that sometime. But for really cold snowplow, curb, sludge, I think this did a really great job, so still happy about it. Again, this is the Greenworks 60-volt dual-stage snowblower. You can also get this in 80-volt snowblowers. And there's other options too. Other manufacturers, Ego, Toro, they have battery options. So yeah, still going well.